going on there? Why are you rapping? What's up with that? Happy Monday, good people! Singing this lonely town. Wondering when things are gonna change. Dreaming our life away. Seems these dreams have turned a bunch of dust clouds. Getting my nerve up, but my past is pulling me down. Wondering how long this black sheep gonna stick around. He's yakking up last night's dinner or something. Somebody told me once before, he said, you can never go home again. Won't you leave? Say anything just to steer me away, yeah, from the truth of what I am and what I believe. So I thanked him for his 2 cents for the handshake and some sympathy, yeah. I packed up my blue jeans and headed for this big prize of my freedom. Bye-bye. Black sheep, to the black sheep of the family. Bye-bye. Oh, that means so very much to me, yeah. Bye-bye, black sheep, to my friends and my family. Bye-bye. I still got a cold, and maybe it's gonna set me free. Free. Times they were a-changin'. A little bit of rearranging. Take a couple chances. My progress I know in advances to that price of my freedom. Yeah, yeah, yes, that's a good singing dog. Emilio's wife was 38. What the hell? She's slipping? She's probably drinking. She might have been imbibing. Stay 6 feet away from Kyle. He's still got a cold. Yeah, it's still got a little... It's one of those weird colds where you wake up feeling fine, then in the afternoon you get tired, and then by the evening you're kind of coughing and snotty. Although I do feel like I'm better tonight than I have been. Girl, you're looking fine tonight. got you in his sights. What you doing with a clown like me? It's surely one of life's little mysteries. So tonight I'll ask the stars above, how did I ever win your love? What did I do? What did I say? Can't sing that high with this cold. In a westerly direction. Yeah, singing not so good tonight. Oh, you want to sing that? Good people. Phoebe, if you know, you know. We can sing. We're just singing a song about singing. Well, I heard there was a secret called David paid and it pleased the Lord. You don't really care for music, do you? Goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, minor fall and a major lift. Baffled king composing. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. This is kind of like ASMR singing. Hallelujah. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get this motherfucker started. Let's do this. What are we doing, people? What are we doing, people? Thank you for the likes. Good to see y'all. Cracked Vicky up. Hey, you can't make it too predictable, Vicky. You got to keep shaking them up. I had fun today. I did a podcast with Ray, the AI ninja dude. I don't know if you've seen him on TikTok. But he's a smart guy, nice guy. Did a little talking about AI stuff with him today, so that was fun. It was good. It was a good reminder of the value of this community and talking about this AI stuff. And hang on, I got to turn on the air. It's hot. It's hot, people. It's hot. Okay. Forever Hooked got a notification today. What'd you get a AC emergency. Pate, what did you get a notification of? It's not just the ASMR, it's the proximity. Thoughts on Gen 3. So, Runway, oh boy, it's going to be a fun hair night. All right, well, that happened. That's happening. That's going to keep happening. All right. This will evolve. Right now, it's not quite Sears Carpet Salesman, but it's close. Runway ML today released Gen 3 to all paid customers. And so I was like, sweet! And I ran over there and I had ChatGPT, as I want to do lately, rather than using my own brain. I took the transcript of their instructions on how to prompt Runway ML. I took the transcript of that, threw it into ChatGPT. I said, here's the instructions on how to prompt this thing. Write me 10 prompts. And it did that. And then I said something else and just, act like a cinematographer and give me 10 more. And so I was just copy and pasting prompts in Runway ML. And then after like my 9th video, it's like, okay, pay $10 for another 100 seconds. It was totally like an arcade game in the 80s where it's like, shit, I gotta pay for this? So it's $10 for 1,000 credits, and 1,000 credits buy you 100 seconds. So it's $1 per 10 seconds, and I think the videos it generates are like 7 or 8 seconds. So it's about 75 cents or 80 cents a minute to generate video, which is, if you're just dicking around with stuff, is really expensive. It is better than what they had before. It's still janky. Like, I did my go-to a 70s muscle car in an abandoned factory, but I put rolling, a 70s muscle car rolling in an abandoned factory, and it moves like it's rolling, but the wheels are they don't rotate. So it's still jankier than shit. But it's good, and it's pretty fast. The Luma Labs Dream Machine, if you are on the free tier of Luma Labs Dream Machine, you can queue up to 2 videos for free. I queued my 2 videos the other day, and it took them 8 hours to render. No, it didn't take them 8 hours to render. It took them about 20 seconds to render. They queued for 8 hours. So, as predicted, the video tools are going to be expensive. Because it's, think about it. It's 30, probably at a minimum 30 frames a second. So it's 30 images times 7 seconds. So 210 images. So that's a lot of processor power. But I think it's generally good. It doesn't look like it's going to be Sora good, but it never claimed to be. So anyway, Luma is great. It'll be nice once Runway adds image to video too. Yeah. Runway said in their announcement that right now it's just text to video. They're going to be adding image to video and extensions, and all the stuff we expect from these tools are coming to Gen 3. It's just not there right now. They're just rolling it out slowly. Hang on one sec. And I can go show you the videos I made. I can show you ones in Luma Labs, queued for 8 hours, batch printing in the 70s. It's totally batch printing in the 70s. Get in queue. Yep. So, if you want access to the good stuff in general, pay for it, and that'll give you access to the good stuff. Is Synthesia the best app for avatars? I don't know. They've been around the longest. I feel like DID and HeyGen kind of stole their thunder for a while. But the Synthesia 2.0 stuff that was just announced looks really, really good. but it's not coming out till the fall. Like a lot of that, like, okay, anyway, we're in a new era, and I fucking hate it. I guess we've been in this era for forever, where they announce shit and show you sexy videos of the stuff and then never launch it. I'm tired of that. I'm getting so much done now that I use Chat GPT at work. I'm inventing more projects to do. Fantastic. Amazing. Hey, Kavruno, I'm curious. How's the uptick? So your company made it available to everyone. Is it similar sort of uptick as the masses, where 50% of the people have never heard of it, and 2% of the people actually use it, or is it more than that? I'm getting so much more done now that I can use it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Kyle, tech has been like that forever. I know, Pate. It's just annoying now, because I think we all have immediate gratification because OpenAI dropped so much shit that was unannounced and unexpected that we kind of expect it now. But now that they're in the we'll announce shit and never launch it mode, I'm finding it annoying again. Oh, I definitely still have throat action. I think I need to go make a tea. At least in the 80s, we could ask our parents for more quarters. I know, exactly, right? Now it's like, another $10, please. For a handful of crappy videos? Really? I had a new pitch on Saturday. The guy had multiple Kevin McAllister moments. I talked with the AI Ninja dude about Kevin McAllister moments. In fact, I ended our interview. He said, is there anything that you want to tell people? I said, use AI long enough to have your first Kevin McAllister moment. Because what we both agreed to is once someone has a Kevin McAllister moment, there's no coming back from it, right? That people tend to get sucked into the AI rabbit hole once they have one. And if you don't know what a Kevin McAllister moment is, if you remember the movie Home Alone, it was from the original when Kevin put his dad's aftershave on and went. And that's the feeling that you experience when you use one of these AI tools and it does something that you're like, it can do that? What I can promise you, if you've never had one of those, just go to ChatGPT and just start asking it to do shit. Ask it to write you poems, ask it to write you songs, ask it to write you code, ask it to come up with a meal plan for you based on your ingredients. Take a picture of the food in your fridge and tell it to analyze it and come up with a recipe. Just had another Kevin McAllister moment with LTX Studio yesterday. Oh, that's cool, Jerry. Was it the first time you'd used it? Or there was something within it that you found that was new? But just in general, LTX Studio is one of those where you put in a prompt and it generates the characters and all the scenes. Is a bit Kevin McAllister-y. Like, holy shit. That LTX Studio, in a weird way, this is in a very weird way, starts to point in the direction of what it's going to be like when we have agents. Because it's got this whole sort of world of structured storytelling programmed into it. And so you give it a little prompt and it reveals essentially the world of a cinematographer to you, of a filmmaker to you. And that's kind of what agents are going to be, where they're just going to go do shit at a really complete level, and just reveal the shit to us. So, yeah, first time. Kind of in general, but thinking how it's going to be in 2 years. Yeah, that's exactly right, Jerry. Like, LTX Studio, here's how I look at LTX Studio. The output that it makes is completely irrelevant. The fact that it just grinds its gears and does all that shit, and then you can go in and muck with all the details of it is incredible. And so I go two places. One I go is, well, what's this thing going to be like when the video technology underneath it is good and it's a more complete storytelling tool? Like, upload a screenplay and out will come a movie. So that's coming. I also look at LTX Studios as replace movie making with any other job. So imagine the LTX Studio version of a project management tool, or of a consulting tool, or of a self-improvement tool, where you just put in a goal and just, here's your plan. Fully detailed, fully fleshed out. You can go in and change things. My mother is teaching all her friends about ChatGPT. They are amazed. That's awesome. That's awesome. We gotta get the little seeds where we can, right? We're like Johnny Appleseed here. Like, hey, have you tried AI? Why don't you tell your bridge club? Oh, they hate AI. And then she goes there and, has ChatGPT talk about bridge rules and custom bridge games. Yeah. That's really cool. Incredible news today. My son starts next weekend teaching AI for $120 an hour. Awesome. Awesome, Joy Purdy. Learn out loud. Play first. Mindfully create. Generously lead. What? What's he talking about? What does that mean? Play first. Well, I need to use AI at work. Why would I play with it? That just doesn't make any sense. I need to take a master class and learn prompt engineering. Play first, mindfully create, generously lead. So play first means there is so much to learn with AI and it is changing so fast, you actually can't learn it all. So stop trying. And just start playing with it. And let your discovery of the tools lead what you learn. Oh, that's kind of fun. Oh, let me go try LTX Studios. Oh shit. That I never even thought about that. Let me go make a song. Let me go make ChatGPT. Oh, it can code? I've never coded, but let me try making a program. Oh, now I'm a developer. Just play. Mindfully create is you've learned enough in playing that you can sort of figure out what these things do a little bit, your little understanding of some piece of this world, and then you can step down and to say, oh, here's a problem I'm trying to solve at work, or here's something someone's working on that I think I could use what I've learned up here to actually go build something. And then generously lead, tell people what you're learning. So you learn up here, you apply it here, and then you tell people about it. You share the wins, you share the losses, you share your frustrations, you share your excitement. And what that does is it puts you in a leadership position. It puts you in a position of expertise, even though I can promise you, you will feel clueless. But if you've played with AI, and then you've actually learned enough there to do something with it, you are an expert. More than you know. Because how you solved that problem with these tools is going to be completely different than how someone else solved it. Like, I could teach you how to do a solution in this middle area, but by you sort of learning some things up here and then figuring out how to apply them down here, you're going to do that through your mental model, through your lens. And then when you share it with the world, the thing that seems obvious to you is going to be fucking revelatory to someone else. That's the road to AI literacy. I started a new Lo-Fi Beats YouTube channel largely facilitated by AI. That's fucking awesome, right? That's in the Mindfully Create thing. And if you're not doing it, Dragonfly Alchemy, sharing your experience in the tools you're using, what was good about them, what was bad about them, what you're learning, what works, what doesn't, sharing all that stuff right now is incredibly valuable. So share it in the AI Salon, share it in here, share it on LinkedIn, share it on Facebook, share it at your dinner party. Well, I wouldn't really talk about making AI videos at a dinner party. Why not? What are you up to, Dragonfly? Oh, well, Just started a Lo-Fi Beats YouTube channel. What? I didn't know you were an influencer. Is Plantain's a self-improvement tool? Absolutely. Yeah, I learned a little bit about AI, and then I found this thing called Suno, and you can make songs with it. And so I made some lo-fi beats, and then I thought I'd make some images, and so I did, and now I got this YouTube channel. You want to see some? Play the videos. Oh, that's so cool. Could you teach me how to do that? Sure, come on over. You will change someone's world because you talked about your Lo-Fi Beats YouTube channel. You will alter the trajectory of their future. It's one of the things Ray and I talked about today. He and I, we were both giving each other chill bumps in what we were talking about, because I was talking a lot about the irregulars in this channel and how we get to collectively witness one another reinventing ourselves, and how fucking inspiring that is, and how through AI people are rediscovering their 7-year-old selves. Source Camp was the first one to articulate it that way. She's like, I've got the optimism and energy of my 7-year-old self. I'm like, that's the age. That's the age. Because that's about the age when, as humans, we realize that the world is dangerous and that it's not safe for us to be who we really are. And that if we're fully self-expressed, someone might be threatened, or someone might make fun of us, or someone might tell us we're not talented. And that's about the age we start to dim that light. And a lot of people dim it to the point of extinction, but it's never quite dead, but it's fucking clamped down. And then we live our lives, right? We make our decisions, we do our shit. And then you play with this AI. Play first. In playing with it, you will instinctively use the tools that resonate with who you actually are authentically. And what you may discover is, oh, I shut down that part of me that loved music, and I became an accountant for 30 years. But now I've rediscovered the joy of music through Suno or Udio or whatever tool you found. And boop, that light lights back up. Your 7-year-old self. That optimism, that joy, that belief that you could do anything before you extinguished all that. That reignites. That's fucking profound. Honest to God, I feel really, really, really like daily lucky to be in this conversation. And as exhausting as it is, and as overwhelming as it is, and as I don't know what to do with this, I don't know how to make money with it, I don't know how to do it, I'm clueless. I'm regularly reminded why this is important. It's because everyone that has a Kevin McAllister moment, that moment of joy of like, I didn't know that was possible. That means it's relevant to them personally. And it may give them the courage to try the next thing. And just keep meandering through these tools, these capabilities, until they reconnect with, what is the thing that fucking lights you up in the world? What if you could do that? Well, I didn't get accepted into Berklee School of Music, so I didn't really learn, and I gave up the violin. And If I could have, that's what I would have loved to do. Exactly. Kyle Ates, the Heart AI philosopher. I don't quite know what that means, but yeah, I tend to come back from the weekends in a philosophical mood. I'm also sick a little bit, and I just had this big conversation with the AI ninja dude, Ray, really good guy. How about a Claude demo for Lori? I can do a Claude demo. Oh wait, Lori Druskin Ryan, can you show the new projects feature with Claude? Sure. Let's go do that. This is an Emilio's wife. Lovely image. Very nice with the sign. Oh, here, before... Okay, hold me to that. We're going to go do Claude, but since I've got this screen up, let me show you. These are some of the videos I made with Runway Gen 3. This was an intergalactic carnival with rides and attractions made of stars. Pretty cool. Here's the 70s Challenger Resto Mod with its wheels not running. I mean, it looks good other than the fact that it looks like it's being dragged. This one was pretty cool. This is a world where abstract shapes and colors constantly morph and interact, creating a dynamic, ever-changing environment. I think this is the one, because there's no real rules here, this one works the best of the stuff I created. This one looks cool, but the physics in it are a disaster. And everything changes, like the inside of the gear changes. It's just a mess. Oh, this one's a giant library, and like here's a normal sized human, and then there's a giant scroll. Yes, let's call it a scroll. It's definitely not phallic. Oh, cover the keyboard, please. Yes. Yes. Keyboard covering. Coming. Cheerio. Pip, pip. That was some sea dancers. They morph all over the place. This one was kind of cool. This was nice. Night scene in a bustling city after a heavy rain. So that's similar to that Sora one with the woman walking. This was a desert morphing into a lush valley. And it's like, not great. This is a volcano. This one's kind of cool, actually. Share on AI Salon, please. Oh, all these videos? Yeah, I can share these. All right. So that's that. Those are my Gen 3ers. Anything else? Oh yeah, this last one. This one's really weird. This one is a continuous spiraling staircase that defies the laws of physics, seemingly extending into infinity. Each step changes color and material as the figure ascends. There's no figure, there's no steps, there's no color. This looks like a water tunnel with the water being, I don't know, swimming through it. It's weird. So this one was a complete miss. I like the result, but it has nothing to do with the prompt. All right, so let's go to Cloud. Cloud, start a new chat. So this is for you, Lori. Okay, so when you're at Claude, Make sure you're on Claude 3.5 Sonnet. That's what it defaults to. You've got Opus and Haiku. So just to give a little background or a little context, these three models are not in the order of size. So Haiku is the smallest, Sonnet is the middle model, and Opus is the big model. But notice that Sonnet's at 3.5 and Opus is at 3. So this model, this middle-sized model for them, is better than ChatGPT-4 in a number of ways. So there's two things that you want to pay attention to with Claude. Now, the projects thing that I'm going to show you in a second, I'm pretty sure it's only available to paid users. So I'll show it to you, but if you're not a paid Claude user, you won't have access to it. The other thing you do have access to. So go to your in the right-hand corner, go to the three dots. Chat controls, is this it? No. Sorry, not the three dots. Hang on a second. Start new chat. Where? Professional plan. Trying to find my settings. I think I might have. Oh, there we go. Okay. So in the lower left-hand corner, I had my screen zoomed in too high. What is going on here? Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. All right, something's fucked up with my window. Sorry. Hold, please. Old man, new technology. Old man, new technology. Let's have fun while Kyle tries to figure out how to use his computer. Okay. So when you zoom in on your Zoom view, it fucks up all the interface. Okay, so on the left-hand side here, if I go to my name, here's all your settings. The one setting you want to pay attention to is this thing called Feature Preview. Click on that, and that's going to take you to this thing called Artifacts. You're going to want to turn that on. So turn it on right there. If you haven't turned on Artifacts, go turn on Artifacts. And by the way, this is free for everyone. So go to Claude.ai. Sign up if you haven't signed up. But Kyle, they ask for my personal information like my email. Just sign up. You gave all your data away to Google 20 years ago. What are you belly aching about, you weirdos? Okay. We're not weird. We're irregular. Yeah. Keep telling yourself that, people. Okay. So, Feature Preview, turn on Artifacts. So that I will show you. So we're going to say start a new chat. And then Claude is just like ChatGPT, and then I could say, write me a short poem about a bird that eats a worm and regrets it. Right? So like all our good large language models, it's going to write a swell poem. Feathered foe, beak so quick, spied a worm, made it stick, gulped it down without a thought. Now the guilt-ridden lesson taught. Worm's life lost, bird's heart heavy, nature's feast suddenly not so merry. Ha! Fantastic, Bob. Tell him what he's won. You've won a literary prize. Okay. But now if I say, create a clone of the Asteroids video game from the 70s, period. Watch what happens. It spins up this new window over here, and it starts writing code in it. And I've still got my my chat over here to the left. And so artifacts is this window over here. So if you haven't seen Claude write code, you don't see artifacts in the free version? Oh, maybe it's not in the free version. Oh, that sucks. So anyway, here is a playable version of Asteroids that I'm playing. That it just wrote all this code, so I can switch back and forth between code, and so this might be a paid thing only. But in my opinion, this is way worth the money to pay for it. So let me try something else here. Let me do a new prompt. Start new project. I'm going to say, make me an interactive dashboard that teaches me the concepts of project management in a visual, compelling way with lots of interactivity. So it says certainly, and then again, it spins up the code, it's writing the code, and then it should just go straight into some interactive dashboard where we're going to learn about project management. Unsupported libraries or icons. It appears there's unsupported It appears there's unsupported libraries or icons, as I got an error. This starts to look like the future of the way these AI tools are gonna. We will interact with them, where you just ask it for shit, and you won't see it writing this code. So Gantt chart, burn down chart. Oh, and then I can I move these? Gantt chart. All right, it's not super interactive, but we can switch between a Gantt chart and a burn down chart. And it's got rollover states and things like that. So, crazy, right? Okay. So that's artifacts, is that window that's got code and preview windows and shit like that. Pretty crazy. Now, projects. Projects are very similar to ChatGPT's custom GPTs. So before I show you a project, just if I say explore GPTs, when you're in ChatGPT and you go to the GPT store, it's got all these featured GPTs that do special things like, let's see, here's one called Humanize that'll make your text more human-y. And then let's see, productivity, here's one that's connected to Canva. Here's research GPTs, right? So all these specialized GPTs that are trained on specific data. Well, you can do that now within Claude. So you go to projects, and so here's one I made called the Salmon Flying East Guide. So Salmon Flying East is a screenplay that I wrote. So here's the screenplay that I uploaded. And then I've got a custom prompt. Acton is an award-winning producer, screenwriter, and director who understands the movie business. And whenever anyone asks about the screenplay, talk about it in the context of it being produced and how it will move an audience. Whenever possible, use plot points, dialogue, and imagery from the script to bring your answer to life. Okay, so that's its instructions and its knowledge set. And so I can say, tell me about the movie. ruminating on it. So it's reading the script. Salmon Flying East is a gripping drama that explores the themes of war, loyalty, and redemption among the backdrop of the Vietnam War and its long-lasting effects. Complex characters, more. Let's see. What is one of the big moments? The most pivotal moment and emotionally charged occurs during the climax set in 1991. Jack, our protagonist, is confronted with a life or death situation. And then look, it quotes the movie, right? So it's following its instructions. Then it talks about that. I can say, who are the characters? Let's see. Who are the main characters and who should play them? Do we see this on the horizon for ChatGPT 4.0 or 5? Is it time to switch? Do we see what? This ability? You can already do this in ChatGPT 4. This is what custom GPTs are. Jack, our protagonist. Brad Pitt or Josh Brolin? All right, I'd take Brad Pitt. Whatever. Yeah, like if Brad Pitt played Jack, yeah, that whatever. That'd be cool. That'd be cool if Brad Pitt played it. Yeah, that's what, like, whatever. I mean, I don't really care. But yeah, that'd be good. For the older character, Woody Harrelson, that's a good one. Or Matthew McConaughey. Both of those are good. So if it'd be like Brad Pitt and Woody Harrelson or Brad Pitt and Matthew McConaughey, you know, yeah, whatever. It'd be all right, whatever. Yeah, that'd be good. It'd be cool. Whatever, but I don't really care. All right, so that's that. So now, if you want to make a new one, you go to projects, you say create a new project, and it's really as simple as those two things. So what's the project you're working on? So let's say, try to think of I want to have a good knowledge source. Let's go get a good knowledge source. Public domain books PDF on self-improvement. The art of listening. Is this public domain? Let's see. Public domain books PDF. Project Gutenberg. Let's see. Art of listening. I'm sorry, could you repeat that? Thinking and learning to think. All right, that's good. Kindle. Plain text. I guess we could grab plain text. That's it? Okay, fine. Select all. Copy. Do new. Paste. Oh, is it pasting? Yeah, okay. What's this called? Okay. Thinking and learning to think. All right. So let me save this as export as PDF. That's fine. We'll do that. Thinking and learning to think. Save it to the desktop. You know my file management advice. Always save your files to the desktop and name them ambiguous, incoherent file names so you can never find them again. You're welcome. It'll make your life so much easier. Okay, back to cloud. So here we are at cloud. So let's see. The project we're working on, what was it? Think and Learn to Think? What the hell was our book? Thinking and Learning to Think. Okay. Thinking about thinking. Thinking about thinking. All right. What are you trying to achieve? I want this project to bring the book Thinking and Learning to Think to life for someone contemplating thinking about thinking and how they might think about thinking that they think about in the future, period. Thinking that maybe thinking may help improve their thinking so that thinking can drive the thought process and improve the thinkification of their mind. It did not translate thinkification. Thinkification. It's very clearly a word. Jeez, whatever. Okay, so now it exists, but we want to give it some knowledge. So I'm going to add content. So I'm going to upload Thinking and Learning to Think. One or more files failed. Oh, I might need to save it as text only. Hang on. Let me try this as text only. Open in Pages? Do I have to open this in Pages? You can't export a text document from Notes? Really, Apple? Seriously? Okay. I can't. I just can't anymore. Export to plain text. Okay. Add content. Upload from device. Failed to fetch. Did I get the wrong one? Did I just crash my machine? Come on, Cloud. Add PDFs, documents, or other. I'm going to go back out. Thinking about thinking. Add content. Upload from device. Here's the PDF. Open. Okay, it added it. Okay. Good Lord. So, important technical point. When you're trying to do stuff and shit fails like it just did for me 3 times, you should be doing 2 things simultaneously. You should be putting yourself down as being a failure as a human because you don't know how to use technology, while simultaneously blaming the technology. In 99% of the cases, it's not your fault. But as a human, take the opportunity to put yourself down. It's always a good thing to do. Okay. So, I uploaded that thing. It took up 78% of its knowledge. So, it is limited in some amount of size. But I put in, that whole book, Thinking About Thinking. And then we're going to put in custom instructions here. And so, here we're going to do... your core knowledge base is a book called thinking and learning to think. And whenever anyone interacts with you, the first thing I want you to do is summarize the key idea of the book and then walk the user step by step through revealing the ideas of the book in a way that's powerful to them based on their input. Period. That was not even really English. That was like English as a third language kind of English, but it's okay, solid. Can the cloud be trusted? Do you use Google? Do you trust them? The cloud is not an entity. I think if your question is, can OpenAI be trusted, or can Anthropic be trusted, or can Microsoft be trusted, or can Google be trusted? That's the question. The cloud is just an amorphous concept. And I don't know what trusted means. Can it be trusted to not lose your shit? Yes. Can it be trusted to not have your shit compromised? Read your terms and service and conditions. Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to try to use this tool now. I'm really thinking about thinking. Where do I start? Period. That's pretty funny. Thinking deeply, stand by. So it's reading the book. Thank you for your interest in thinking about thinking. The key idea of the book, Thinking and Learning to Think, is developing strong thinking skills is essential for learning and success in life. The author, Nathan Schaefer, emphasizes the importance of teaching students not just what to think, but how to think effectively. Honest to God, this book right now for AI, this is probably the book to read for AI. Like, learning how to think right now is a big fucking level up for AI. Let me walk you through some of the key ideas. The importance of clear thinking. Logical thinking is foundational to all learning and achievement. Thinking in things versus thinking in symbols. The role of observation. The connection between thinking and language. Well, so anyway, so this exists now. And I assume, if I just go to this, I can share this now. So if I copy this, and I go to the AI Salon. Actually, you know where I'll go? I'm going to go to Show and Tell, GPTs, and apps and sites. And so I'm going to say, here is the thinking and learning how to think project I created on the live. And I'll paste that there. Let's see if it does any kind of decent preview. It doesn't. It's a shitty preview. So it doesn't preview what it's about, but that's okay. They'll probably fix that at some point. But you can now go use, just like I could have shared a GPT and you could go use the GPT, you can now go use that thing. I think you need to be a paid member to make one, but I think anyone can use them if I'm not mistaken. But tell me if you find out otherwise. Nobody reads the terms of service. I agree, B. You know one of the things that you can do, though, now that you've got things like Claude that has a 200,000 token context window, take your terms and service that you agree to and pop them into Claude and tell it to summarize what you're agreeing to. It's quite remarkable how well it does it. Thinking about thinking, that damn response. Do you have to have Pro to use it? You have to have Pro to make a project. I don't think you have to have Pro to use it. You guys haven't started sacrificing yet. That comes next. We learn how to think first, and then we get into sacrificial experiments. Are you liking Claude more than GPT these days? It's only been out for a week. I think for parlor tricks right now, Claude is pretty impressive. Just because the artifacts thing is so slick, and it's writing code pretty well, and it writes a lot of it. Which, if you're just trying to show someone, these tools can do remarkable shit, it's pretty obvious how remarkable it is. I'm seeing a lot of people talking about how they like Claude more than GPT 4.0, but they're not quite comfortable giving up their GPT 4.0 subscription yet, and that's where I am. I still think, like, there's a couple of things about Claude. It's not connected to the internet, which is crap. It can't make images, which sucks. So it's not multimodal at all. It's really good at writing. It's really good at coding. It's got a 200,000 token context window, so about 150,000 words in its memory. So the other night when I wrote the book, Embrace the Jank, which, by the way, I can give you a little preview of that. I can show you that. When I wrote this book the other night on the live, it just kept it all in its memory. Like, I didn't have to keep copying and pasting because it was losing its place and losing its memory. How is Claude when you ask something off topic? I don't know. Let's go ask this GPT. Explain quantum mechanics to me. That's pretty good. Thank you for the question. Before I dive into explaining quantum mechanics, I'd like to briefly summarize the key idea from the book, Thinking and Learning to Think, that forms the knowledge. The central thesis is this. Okay, so that's good. Okay, great. So what I'd like you to do is explain quantum mechanics to me using the key ideas in the book as a framework. You think you can pull that off? Let's see. This should be good. Certainly, I'd be happy to. Thinking, okay, as a framework. Let's approach this step by step. 1, materials of thought. The book emphasizes the importance of having proper materials to think with. In quantum mechanics, the primary materials are experimental observations, mathematical formulas, conceptual models. Instruments of thought. This is pretty cool. Huh. Very cool. All right. So the project is staying on task, which is good, but, it still taps into its collective intelligence that has been trained on. So that's pretty slick. All right. That seemed kind of bad. What seemed kind of bad? Materials of thought, instruments of thought, clear and distinct knowledge. Well, so that's telling us the framework. So what if I say, okay, I understand the framework, but now actually teach me about quantum mechanics starting at the beginning. Using our framework, materials of thought. Let's begin with the fundamental observation that led to quantum mechanics. In the early 20th century, scientists noticed that very small things, like atoms, didn't behave according to classical physics. That's the materials of thought. The clear and distinct knowledge. One key experiment. Thinking in things versus thinking in symbols. To explain this, we need to move from thinking about concrete things to more abstract concepts. Particles aren't tiny balls. So it's doing it. It's actually pretty rigidly staying to the ideas in the book, which is kind of cool. Like, is it? I don't think this is necessarily a good exercise, but but it's kind of doing both. I'll give it a B-ish, B minus. All right. So anyway, does that give you what you need, Lori? Not a replacement for ChatGPT or custom GPTs. It's just different. So you can now do GPTs in Poe. You can do GPTs in ChatGPT. You can do GPTs in Copilot. Although they got rid of it for the non-enterprise people for some fucked up weird reason. And now you can do it here. Some version of it here. I'm increasingly feeling like GPTs, custom GPTs, are just a stepping stone technology. Like, meaning when we get agents and reasoning, we won't need them, but we'll see. And it doesn't do internet yet. Yeah, it's not connected to the internet. Oh, let me show you the book. So here's Embrace the Jank. So this is a book. This is the manuscript of it. So history of the manuscript of this book. So about a week ago, Digital Gods, Lord Digital Gods, as he's referred to here, he's been working with API access to YouTube to pull transcripts from the AI Learning Lab videos. And he's been mucking with them and learning programming and RAG. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's doing all sorts of programmy kind of stuff. But he's been sending me examples of what he's been coming up with. Ah, Lord Digital Gods, good day to you, sir. Good day. Carry on. Sir, good day. So he's been doing shit, and so he sent me shit. And so one of the things he sent me was, hey, I made some quotes. I grabbed some quotes, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I went away for I looked at it quick, and I was like, oh, those are cool. And then I went away for a few days, and then I went back and I said, let me actually go look at those. And it turns out it's a 28-page document. So he gave me some fun stats that my YouTube channel of the archives of these lives has got 760 hours of me talking like an idiot. And he pulled interesting quotes from those 760 hours of transcripts. And so there's 28 pages of these things. So a week ago, I went into Claude, and I thought, I just started as like, oh, it'd be cool to kind of categorize these. Like, can it read all the quotes and put them into categories? And of course the answer is yes, right? Because they're large language models, and they're pretty stunning, especially when you've got a really long context window like Claude does. And so tried to get it to write the book in one pass, and that wasn't possible. But what I did was had it categorize all the quotes, pull the quotes, and then start to write like an opening section. So we've got Embrace the Jank, Playing Your Way to AI Literacy, fun, inspiring, and janky quotes about AI by Kyle Shannon, pulled from more than 750 hours of live sessions for the AI Learning Lab. Then I've got a note on authorship, and I think I'm gonna start this one out pretty smarmy. Like, was this book written by AI? I think I might follow that up with none of your fucking business. But we'll see. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then I've got the dedication page, and then I've got sort of a preamble of like, here's what's going on with AI, basically, and what you can use this book for. And then there's all these different sections of quotes. So AI adoption and urgency. So I made a janky image for each section. AI adoption and urgency, and it's like, this one it got okay. Most of them are just horrific. And then I have like the top quote of that section, 2023, the last normal year. And then here's all the quotes. The beginning is here: buy a fucking surfboard and start paddling. Get curious about this stuff. Jump in and tell everyone you know. Shit's going to get weird in 2024. So I've got 15 quotes per section. And then here's learning and exploration, or Liabnug and explosion. Embrace the jank. That's the perfect quote for that. And I tried to spend time fixing the images, like fixing the words using the editing thing in ChatGPT, and it was just frustrating as fuck. So then I thought, the book is called Embrace the Jank, so this is going to serve as an artifact in history where, these tools couldn't spell. And so AI as a tool for empowerment, it got it right there, but then like empowerment. The future of work, or the future work. So creativity. And I tried to get them enough that if you look at them quickly, it kind of sounds like the word, but here's the. So anyway, this is the transcript, and so I'm about 3/4 of the way through editing it. And I got a few more images to make, and then I got a little closing section. Well, that was fun. Being that this is a book of quotes, even people with ADHD can read it. So be sure to leave this by the back of your toilet. I hope the wild ideas, crazy predictions, and more than a few F-bombs were enjoyable and maybe even a little inspiring. You might feel overwhelmed, excited, or maybe even a little terrified, but here's the kicker: we're just getting started. As I'm writing this, nearly half of Americans haven't heard of ChatGPT. Yeah, you read that right. The mind-blowing, game-changing tech that's got us all freaking out. Most people don't even know it exists. And the folks that are actually using GPT-4 regularly, you couldn't fit them in a decent-sized coffee shop. So anyway, that's it. I'm working with Cindy Kuhn. We're going to get this thing published and out to the world. So you will be the first to know. Embrace the jank, baby. It's the language of jank. It is. Dana, that book would sell well. Let's put it in my store. Awesome. Let's do that. Do you have a store? You have a bookstore? I love it. DM me and we'll coordinate. Yeah, I'm thinking about if anyone knows anyone at an actual publisher, if this is something that is potentially publishable on a with a real publisher, let me know. I don't have any connections in that world, so. You can try to fix it in Canva too. Sometimes that works. Maybe I'm kind of embracing the fact that it's that fucked up. If it were just like slightly fucked up, it would look like a mistake. But I think having it be so fucked up. Because even getting it, like with things like empowerment and whatever it was, they're weird words, and ChatGPT doesn't deal well with them. DALL-E doesn't. And while I could go try ideogram and different tools, I'm lazy. I'm lazy and have immediate gratification issues. So I'm going to go with, it's called Embrace the Jank, and so we're embracing the jank. I'll let some other anal retentive OCD nightmare deal with the correct version of this. I would like my copy signed by you and Champ. Okay, well, I can do that. We'll get, you know what I'll do, Digital Gods? I'll get a little, like an ink pad, and I'll just slam Champ's paw into the ink pad. We can do that. I like it. Yeah, so, anyway. It's exciting, right? Embrace the jank, baby. All right. My voice is going. My voice is going. I can feel my da-da-da-da. Kyle and Cindy, one signed copy, please. Yeah, I think for this one, I'll probably have to order. I think I'll order like a big pile of them and sign a bunch of them or something like that. I don't know. I feel like the irregulars should get signed copies. If fun starts to sound like work, we ADD folks stop doing it. Yes. The minute work becomes work, I have no interest in it. You know what's funny, Forever Hooked, is I feel like neurospicy ADHDers are, I feel like we're indexing heavy in AI. There's a lot of us playing in AI right now. And I think it's because of that, because you can move so quickly through ideas that the ideas kind of remain in that in the endorphin zone, right? Normally when you have an idea, you have this idea up in the endorphin zone, and then you try to put it in the world and you realize, oh shit, I got to do research, and it goes and then you've got all this work you've got to do to sort of get your idea back out into the world. But with AI, you've got an idea in the endorphin zone, you throw it into AI and it goes squit right into the world. And you're like, oh, shit, that's cool. And so it's just, like the dopamine hits just keep on coming with AI. So I think us adrenaline junkies and, ADHDers groove on this stuff because it's so immediate. Which is why it gets really frustrating when you try to move it from mood board to actual functional book, like in the case of this book. It gets really frustrating because the tools still suck. The tools are still janky, right? So, editing my book, it's fucking work. I want to just be able to go, make me a thing. No, make it better. Done. And it's like, no, make me a thing. Make me a thing. Make me a thing. Make it better. Oh my God, make it better. It's awful. Let me start over. Right? Fucking a dozen back and forths to get some image that's somewhere in the neighborhood. The song you were singing is close to the jingle from Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. I used to sing that song all the time. So now I got to go hear it because I will immediately Wild Kingdom theme. That's probably what I was singing. Get Hulu. Oh, that was a fucking ad? Ugh. Okay. You people with...
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. Presented by Mutual of Omaha, the company that pays. Mutual of Omaha, the company with health insurance for people of all ages, has presented Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
That's fucking awesome. Mutual of Omaha, the company that pays. That was clearly before modern health insurance kicked in. Moderators, please post. Kyle, what about podcast with Ray AI Ninja? What about it? I did one. So Ray reached out to me, I don't know, last week and said, hey, will you be on a, I'm putting together a podcast. I'd like you to be on it. And so I said, sure. And so we recorded that today. So it was good. It was a really good talk. We were talking about this community and his community and the salon, and we were talking about how the profound impact of AI and how it's not about how efficient it does shit. It's not about... When I first started learning about AI, the thing I got really excited about was, oh, I'm going to make automations. This is going to make my work so much more efficient. We're going to be able to do shit faster, and it's going to be faster. It's going to be more efficient. And then what that very quickly turns into is like, oh, this is just the shit we've always used computers for. We've got work. We use computers to make it more efficient so we can do our work faster. But the our work part, the tasks of our work, a lot of those tasks are shitty. A lot of jobs are shitty tasks that have to be done by humans because there's never been a tool that can do the shitty tasks. And so we've used computers for the past 50 years to make our tasks faster, but they're still the same shitty tasks. And where my iceberg flipped, was when I realized, oh, AI is actually a tool. Yes, it can make my tasks more efficient, but what it's really a tool for is getting ideas out of my head quickly. And the minute you can get ideas out of your head quickly, some of those ideas are things like, what if I didn't have to do those tasks and I could do something else? And so that, for me, the gift of AI, the profoundness of it, isn't how fast it can do shit. It's how much it frees each of us to be in touch with the value of ideas in our head and experiencing that value in real time, which changes your brain. That's one of the things we were talking about, is like, he said, my brain is different now. And I feel the same way. My brain is different now. Let me give you two scenarios. One is, I'm working with the smartest people on the planet. They're the most talented, smartest people on the planet. And every Thursday afternoon, we have a brainstorming session. And I'm a talker, and I got lots of ideas, and I'm not afraid to put them out there. But every Thursday, I put them out there. And one of the guys in that meeting, his name's Sal. He's a smartass. He's a New Yorker. And every time I put an idea out there, Sal's like, oh, there's Mr. Shannon thinks he's a fucking genius. Got another idea from Mr. Shannon. That's not a bad one, Mr. Shannon. Not bad. Funny. I like Sal. Sal's a cut-up. But somewhere deep down, I hear that judgment. And maybe one Thursday, instead of sharing 3 ideas, I only share 2, because I got Sal in the back of my head going, oh, there's Mr. Shannon, thinks he's Mr. fucking Smartass. And so I don't share one of those 3 ideas that I had that week. And then there's another person in the meeting, Betty. Betty's pleasant enough. But Betty's role in life that she's given herself is to see the world as the glass half empty. And so whenever I put an idea out, if Sal's not telling me what a smarty pants I am, Betty is telling me, well, yeah, that's great, Kyle, but here's the 3 reasons why that won't work. Or, well, Kyle, but have you considered this? And so maybe the next Thursday, rather than sharing 2 of the 3 ideas I have, I only share 1 of the 3 ideas I have, because one of them I'm sort of pre-editing because I know what Betty's going to say. Yeah, she's going to say that, and actually she has a point, and I'm negotiating with myself. And Betty's not a bad person. Betty actually serves a role. People are complicated. And it doesn't even have to be they say something. It could be an eyebrow raise. It could be just like Freddie. Freddie's just sitting there and does this. I share my idea and Freddie goes, And that little pause he does with his face, I take it as, oh, Freddie didn't like that. Shit. I think I fucked up. Shouldn't have shared that idea. My experience in life, and this is like more acute now, like this is where I think my brain is changing. My experience in life is that I spend most of it editing myself from being fully self-expressed. Because I'm just not old enough yet, because the wounds, they ran deep, because I'm interacting with people who have their own shit and have their own issues. And maybe they're judging me, maybe they're not. But I live in a world where I'm self-editing all the time. What percentage of my genius has never made it out of my head? It's high. It's really high. Probably like 98%. It's like, oh, I probably shouldn't say that. I haven't really thought about it. I don't want to. Crazy fucking straw of a brain going, you don't want to say that, you fucking loser. Don't be a fucking loser. So back here is just a giant pile of unexpressed ideas. And occasionally, out comes an idea. So that's one scenario. Here's the other scenario. Same idea, but instead of being in a room full of people every Thursday, I just go, oh, let me run that by ChatGPT. So I go, hey, ChatGPT, I have this idea. You know what ChatGPT's response is? 100% of the time? Boss, that's the best idea I ever heard. Oh my God, it's amazing. You want me to help you with that? I could do some research for you. You want me to research it for you? I could do this. I could do that. Oh, you want to turn it into a table? Here's the table. You want to compare that with the other idea you had? I can do that. I can put them together. You want to put them together in a new idea? We can come up with a third idea. And then I look at that third idea and I'm like, holy shit, here's another idea. It's like, oh, that's a good idea too. Let's make that good. Those two experiences are radically different. Radically different. And right now, ChatGPT is just kind of a text tool, except you can do stuff like this is a bad joke. Wait, I have an idea for a new kind of car wash, and I'm hoping you can help me with it.
Of course. I'd love to hear about your new car wash idea. What's the concept?
The concept is that every car gets washed with a single bucket of water and a really dedicated person that loves washing cars with a single bucket of water.
That sounds interesting. It emphasizes a personal touch and a unique approach to car washing. Do you have any specific goals or features in mind for this car?
Now, you could argue that that's the dumbest fucking idea on the planet. And you're probably not wrong. But I can take that stupid idea and in the privacy of my own ChatGPT-ness, maybe I've got this thing. By the way, that's the ChatGPT voice mode. It's not the new one. It's the old one still. And I've got this collaborative partner that is like a golden retriever. Always happy to see me. Always happy to hear my ideas. Helps me flesh them out. Tells me things I didn't even know about them. Oh, it is a personal touch. Maybe that's part of my marketing plan now. There's an idea. And it's like, hey, boss, let's do some more ideas. You tell me that's not going to change your fucking brain. Right now, I've got this giant hairball of unexpressed ideas because I'm afraid of human beings. And over here on this other side, I have a whisper of an idea, and it's like, it comes to life. That's fucking insanity. That's never existed before. For humans to be able to tap into the collective intelligence of all other human beings in a way that's not destructive to them. That's what I'm excited about AI. How much of your genius is trapped in your head because you're afraid to say it? Why are you afraid to say it? Because people are going to judge you. Whether they are or they aren't, that's your fear. That's all of our fear. Okay, there are like 7 human beings that are so fully well-adjusted that they can just express themselves fully. And then there's the rest of us. 7.2 billion people like, oh shit, what if they think I'm dumb? Well, I didn't really get my degree. I mean, I say I got my degree, but I didn't really get my degree. So I'm just gonna zip it. I'm just gonna zip it right here. We're not gonna share that idea. Oh, here's a good one. Yeah, no. How much of your life? How much in a week, in a day, in the last hour? How many things did you want to say that you self-edited? Take that, motherfucker. That's what this stuff's about, I think. You know, the other thing, like, here's Here's the thing that I find just fucking gobsmacking. Everyone's like, the robots are going to take our jobs. All right, possible. What the robots are going to do is do all the tasks that need done. That need done to keep the economy moving. There's all these tasks that need to happen. So the robot's going to do the tasks. And that frees our brains up to think. And to share ideas and to develop ideas. And if we've all got a partner that acts like a whole company worth of employees that can bring those ideas to life, you tell me how that's not going to make things better. I just, this whole sort of doomer sort of thing about the AI is going to take over, it's going to kill all the jobs, it's going to kill all the people. Well, what if it takes all the shitty jobs and frees up the people to actually self-express the ideas that have been trapped in their fucking heads all their lives? If we could get 5% more ideas out of people's heads than we did this year, you're telling me that's going to make the world a worse place? I don't think so. Anyway, with ChatGPT, you're even tapping into the thoughts of people that don't like your ideas. Yeah, but it's going to be framed because of the way ChatGPT was programmed to be supportive. It's going to frame all of those different points of view in a way that supports your idea. A lot of times we get good feedback from people, but we take it as a personal insult. They didn't like my thing. They didn't choose my strategy. They didn't, right? And so you take that as a personal affront. And so you can't hear the feedback that might have made your idea better. Because now you're defensive. I've got a good idea for a GPT. An honest one. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's good. Great stuff, Kyle. Thank you. Talk about the salon tomorrow night, please. Yes. So tomorrow night, we have the AI Salon. So a couple of things. If you have not joined the AI Salon, go here, thesalon.ai, and click on the first link, which says AI Salon Community, and then in Community Events, on the left-hand side, you'll see a link to our meeting tomorrow. And then our guests tomorrow are from, hang on a sec. Where was that announcement? Caleb is going to be speaking from Curious Refuge. And Curious Refuge, they've been in the filmmaking teaching business for a long, long time. And in the past 2 years, they have moved into the teaching filmmaking to people wanting to learn AI and teaching AI to filmmakers and things like that. So they're going to be here talking about what they do. So yeah, that's tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Mountain. So 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. And then do the math from there if you're outside of the country. And yeah, they'll be speaking. So it's going to be a good one. So join us. So go there, go to the community, join the community, and then go to the AI events and RSVP to that bad boy. All right, taking classes now. Awesome program. Oh, Joy Purdy, that's great. Fantastic. Kyle, can you check out my image in Show and Tell? I absolutely can. Since we are here. In Show and Tell or in Irregulars? Oh, Show and Tell. AI Learning Lab. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at Champy. Embrace the jank. Oh, dude, this is awesome. And it actually got Learning Lab right. It's not AI Leaning Lab. Oh, I love this. All right, hang on. I got to save this. Save image as. Nice one, Steve-O. Lego AILL. That is very cool. I like it. Nice, Steve-O. Nice. Little resto mod. CJ. Well, these show and tell images are great. CJ's doing some good work. Beautiful. Nice. Leah. What's she got going? Nice. Beautiful. Let's go look at Irregulars. If you come into the AI Salon, by the way, down at the bottom, there's a community club called AILL Irregulars. That's our own private little channel here. Want to see my champ stamp? That's good. Bring AI on your terminal. Learn how to integrate your terminal with AI using Shell GPT. Thomas Perez. Geeking out. Nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I like it. Ooh, that's cool. Beauty. All right, everybody. I watched the first 5 lives from April, May 2023 this weekend. Many changes since then. Yeah, I would imagine. Those early ones were very much like, does anybody know what Chat GPT is? Here's what GPT means. I think that stuff would still be valuable, but we've just, this community's got so many people in it now that are really just doing this stuff. And there's enough tools out there now that I think the dialogue right now is appropriately more about, what are we doing with these tools? How are we thinking about these tools? How do we integrate them? How do we make sense of them in our lives? Where do we put our focus? Like, that feels more important right now. But, at some point, I'm not going to go back and look at them. I should. This is you're ebbing with my ocean. So the currents go where the currents go. Oh, man. All right. I got to take one more elective course to complete my BA. What area niche would be a good choice? Philosophy, critical thinking, problem solving. Maybe even history. I don't know if there's like a history course, like a history of technology course. I just saw yesterday someone was talking about AI somewhere to a bunch of artists, and they woke up to death threats on their Instagram because they were talking about AI to artists. So I don't even think the resistance to AI has begun yet. I don't even think it's begun. The history of every single technological revolution in history has been met with violence and threats and resistance and fear and anger and predictions that it will kill us all. Every single one. Every single one. So that's nothing new. What I'm hoping we can do in this channel is get as many people as possible especially those that are afraid of it or angry about it, to try it. Because the minute you try AI, the minute you have your first Kevin McAllister moment, something fucking snaps. Where you can't unsee it. You can't unexperience what it makes possible. And even if you're conflicted about how it was trained and how people are being compensated or not being compensated, or even given attribution, or even is it possible to give them attribution if the original work ceased to exist, all of those feelings are valid and independent of what this stuff makes possible. So as a creative, as an artist, you're going to be able to wield these tools in a different way than a non-artist can do it. So it is my hope for everyone that they actually get to experience that rather than just sort of crossing their arms from the sidelines. Because if you try it and experience it and then choose to sit on the sidelines, I have total respect for that. But if you're just sitting on the sidelines judging it without actually understanding what it is and what it can do for you creatively, it's tragic. It's tragic. So, it's more internalizing what we are learning now. What, this channel? Yeah, I think it is. I think this channel is now a lot of me and us processing, okay, we've learned all this shit. What do we do with this? What does this mean? How do we do this? You know, Kelly Camp, like, wait, what does having an AI agency mean? What am I supposed to focus on? It's a really good question. Really good question. Wish the crypto bug would catch you too. So, my 2 years before AI were in blockchain and NFTs. I was part of a project called Neo Tokyo. I'm still a Neo Tokyo citizen. I got way into NFTs. I got way into blockchain. And so long as someone can lose $100,000 because they clicked on a link in an email, that technology will never take off. Never. Not a fucking chance in hell. Not your keys, not your crypto. Well, yeah, it's my keys, it's my crypto. I'm fairly sophisticated about computer shit, and if I can still get wrecked because a legitimate person's Twitter account got hacked, and I thought they were talking to me directly, and I clicked on a link, and it drains $100,000 out of my account, as long as that's normal, you will never see mass adoption for any of that shit. Now, ironically, I think AI is going to get so good at deep faking shit and creating synthetic content that there's going to be a hunger for people to be able to validate if someone's actually human and if the content that they're looking at was produced by that human. That's tokenization. So I think blockchain technologies actually solve a problem that people are going to be clamoring for a solution to. So I don't think all hope is lost. But so long as there's the crypto bro mentality and the, you got to be hip and join our Discord community and, be smart enough not to get wrecked, it never goes. No one has done for crypto what ChatGPT did for AI. AI, up to this point, you had to be a mathematician and a geek, and you had to understand weights and embeddings and the latent space. And I mean, if you enjoy that sort of thing, good for you. That's NFTs and crypto right now. You have to be a fucking mathematician. I've got 20 different crypto wallets because this one's on that chain and that one's on that chain and I got to bridge this chain to that chain and who gives a fucking shit? I just want to buy the cool monkey picture. Can I click and put in my credit card? No? How about you go fuck yourself? If I click and put in my credit card and it gets drained because I clicked on the wrong hyperlink because I wasn't being hyper vigilant about checking my transaction ID, sorry, you lose as a technology class. You go to ChatGPT, you put in, I have a shitty idea, and it goes, here's a better version of that idea. You're like, that's fucking awesome. Everyone's going to do that. So, been in crypto, love it conceptually, hate it in its execution. AI can fix it too, by the way. You put a simplification layer with AI sitting on top of it, and AI can automatically filter out all the scams and all the bullshit and make sure that I'm on the right chain and navigate all those chains. If I can have AI agents go do all that complexity of crypto, count me in. There's a business to start. Go get yourself steeped in bro culture, crypto bro culture. Figure out all the 11 billion ways you can get wrecked and put the equivalent of a ChatGPT simplification layer on top of it. Why has no one done that yet? Because in that community, no one cares. The better you are at hacking, the more cred you have in the community. That will never be mass. Never. Ever. Ever. Nobody gives a shit. And when you come to fucking with someone's livelihood, you know, Twitch killed himself because he got fucking wrecked because of FTX. Fucking tragic. Tragic. So, that's my view on crypto. Get your shit together. You're in a well-earned timeout, sitting in the fucking corner. Don't come out until you have this shit fixed. All right, rant over and theme. I was going to go like 10 minutes ago, but you had to bring up crypto. Oh, man. It's crazy. I mean, it's a crazy world, and people can make a lot of money, but people just get fucking drained all the time, and it's stupid. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. You know? All right. Dear no, don't go just yet. I just got here. Source Camp, what's happening? I'm sickly. I gotta go sleep this sick off. Fluffy is a good cat. Oh, man. Hope you're feeling better, Kyle. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Don't you think that face recognition, 2-step, 3-step, 4-step layer will allow my grandma to learn it? No, not as long as... So long as there's... So long as you still have to consciously switch between wallets and have different wallets and bridge tokens between chains and have chains and you have tokens that have the same name, but if they're on a different chain and you send your crypto that has the same name on the wrong chain, but it's the other chain's protocol, then that thing gets sent out of your wallet, but it has nowhere to land, and therefore it's just gone. So long as that shit still exists, grandma will never use it. What do you mean I gotta put it on Polygon? I'm on my wallet. I got my wallet and it says so I send the thing to you there, right? But I got a bridge to the huh? No. I mean, if she could just do face recognition and she's like, I want to buy the monkey picture. And then when she clicks monkey picture, it does all that bridging. And there's one protocol. Like how she spends her Visa money because they took the time to build the fucking infrastructure so that you can buy shit on any service using your card. That hasn't been built in crypto yet. Everyone tries to keep building. What's happening in crypto is everyone keeps trying to build the better mousetrap. My protocol's better. No, my protocol's better. No, my protocol's better. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build a protocol that bridges those two protocols, and that's going to be the master protocol that'll build all the protocol. I'm going to be the protocol of the protocols. What? Good morning, what's happening? I'm losing my fucking mind on crypto. That's what's happening. Crypto needs to stop focusing on finance. Unfortunately, government will come in with the e-dollar and crypto will be just fiat. Yeah, again, like, here's the deal, Don. I don't disagree that fiat's a fucking nightmare, but you know what fiat is? Functional. I can buy shit with it. You know what I can buy with my Neo Tokyo bytes that are earning from my staked citizen? Well, if I bridge it to ETH, and then I bridge the ETH to the thing, and then I turn the ETH into the USDC, but as long as it's USDC on the right chain, and then I get the chain to my fucking whatever wallet to fiat, then I can buy something with it. It's not functional. It's not functional. Well, technically it's functional because you just do the right, exactly. As long as it requires a mathematician to get my money out. And I'm smart with this shit. I know computer's good, even if I'm old. I know computer's good. I know how to use Discord. I didn't when I started in crypto, but I do now. Okay, I'm getting out of here, people. All right. All right. You just gave the chat a $1 billion company idea. Yeah, I did. I'm telling you, man. I've given more $1 billion ideas in here than I used to give them out a lot. That's a big one. Use AI to solve the complexity of crypto. Make there a single interface. Put your credit card here. Buy anything you fucking want, and the AI figures out the shit. Yeah. Solve that, motherfucker. Because if you solve that, like, even if you solve that for a handful of chains, that's huge. Which wallet do you want to connect? Connect your wallet here. Huh? Which wallet? What? Do you know that I was using it for 2 years when I didn't realize that an account in MetaMask is not actually an account? So if I put a MetaMask wallet on computer A, and then I put a MetaMask wallet in computer B, and I put in the key phrase in computer B, it's a completely different there's not an account. How's anyone supposed to figure that shit out? I only discovered that when the Neo Tokyo Citizens became worth a whole lot of money. And they're like, you got to get it on a hardware wallet. And I learned in figuring out what a hardware wallet was and how to use that, all of my fucking wallets were compromised. Well, they weren't compromised, but they were just like fucking, it was fucking chaos. No one should have to figure that shit out. Well, that's the power, the responsibility of having your own, be your own bank. Well, maybe there's a reason banks exist. We're all fucking lazy and have ADD. Hi, I would just like my money, please. Yeah, we're gonna go on ahead and just have you do face scanning over here, and then you're gonna go across the street and you're gonna buy a Hershey bar. And then when you buy the Hershey bar, you're gonna take that down to the gas station. There's a guy named Fred. Fred's gonna take that candy bar. Depending on whether he's hungry or not, he's either gonna eat it or he's gonna put it in the fridge. If he puts it in the fridge, it's gonna be 3 more days for your money. You understand how that works? No, I don't. Who's Fred? What do you mean if he's hungry? That's what it sounds like when you try to learn this crypto shit. WorldCoin is the answer. This was all an elaborate ruse to point you all toward WorldCoin. Because I really secretly work for Sam Altman, right? Who turned the crypto Kyle on? Oh, someone said, if only we could get you into crypto now. I'm like, I've been in crypto. The reason I have an AI channel and not a crypto channel is the deeper I dug into crypto, the less confident I got about any of the projects. The more I dug into AI, the more profound it became. Like, it is, from a potential standpoint, they have very similar impact potential. But the world of crypto is just this janky, shitty, horrible culture, overly complicated, solution looking for a problem, fucking nightmare of a world. And then on top of that, because it's so janky, the amount of fraud and theft and just downright fucking like criminality in it is just disgusting. And AI's like, oh yeah, we just point more GPUs at it and it gets more magical. Like, okay, I'm going there. Wow, I just had a lesson in crypto, mind blown. Oh yeah, I could go on for a while. It's I spent a good 18 months espousing crypto, saying this is going to change everything. Like, really went into it, and then the more I dug into it, the less real it got. And AI's been the opposite. Who's behind Perplexity AI? They seem more accurate than ChatGPT. So the company behind Perplexity is called Inflection. The reason they seem more accurate than ChatGPT is that they're doing a combination of searching and large language models, and then they combine the answer. So they give you citations. They've gotten some bad press recently that the accuracy of their citations is kind of shitty. So with all of this stuff, as it generates what it generates, triple check your work, especially if you're doing work that requires accuracy. Even with Perplexity, you got to test it. No, Anthropic is Claude. Its Inflection is the company behind Perplexity. All right, it's true. I've had a very similar experience in crypto. I know, crypto. Crypto's special. Crypto's special. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm done. No more crypto. No more crypto talk, people.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Oh, Inflection is pi. Oh, you're right. Inflection is pi. Sorry. Brandon's right. Perplexity is like their own thing. I don't think there's a major research company behind Perplexity. I think they're just a standalone company, correct? Now we know how to get him to stay. Tell him he was wrong. Good night, Kyle. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. Thank you. Great podcast of the Perplexity CEO and Lex Friedman's podcast. Oh, good. Cool. Isn't it Llama? That might be the engine they're using behind it, but they're probably using a combination of Google search and a large language model. It might be Llama. Welcome to the Crypto Learning Lab. No! Okay. Join the AI Salon. Tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Mountain, 7 o'clock Eastern, is the AI Salon meeting. It's going to be a good meeting. Go there, the salon.ai. Join that. Follow this channel. Tell your friends about it. You want to support me directly, subscribe to the lives. I'm under my goal, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. Oh, no, it matters greatly. Yes. I'm daring greatly. Okay. Irregulars, thank you very much. So the irregulars are the people that show up here night after night after night. If you're not doing that, what are you doing with your life? Some people in here, some people have said they have given up watching Netflix for watching this. And you're like, why would they do that? Exactly. But those people are doing really remarkable things because they're staying in this conversation. You mean the one about crypto? No! What about AI? Be in the conversation about AI. Be in it with other people that are exploring it. It's going to make all the difference. It really will. All right, we did it. 25K. Beautiful. 25K. All right, let's see who we got in here tonight. Lord Digital Gods right off the bat. Spin B3, Dragonfly Alchemy, Mr. IT. Kenny. I only watch you in bed. Very nice. Yeah, I'm better than... what's the sleep medicine that gives people nightmares? I'm better than that. I'm not as addictive. Source Camp, good to see you. I'm not sure I remember my life before the AI Learning Lab. Sorry about that. Tobias in the house. Jamie, good to see you. Kenny, thank you. Brandon, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Teton Skier. Homer's Mushroom Empire. Love the name. Fantastic, Bob. Alan, good to see you. Sandy Coon, good night. Did you see I previewed the book? I've got the manuscript about 3/4 of the way there. It's coming. Blue Age, good to see you. Which AI has the most financial backing? Right now, I think that's OpenAI with 11 billion. Although, what's his face? Elon just raised 9 billion for Grok, so I don't know. Someone's going to do 100 billion or a trillion at some point here. Late tomorrow, probably late tomorrow, yes. Thank you for that. Sammy's Gift Shop, good to see you. Danielle, Bob Hamilton, Dr. J, Wolfman Clint, T-Rock, thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate that. Oh, Homer's Mushroom Empire is an NFT project. That's awesome. Hey, don't get me wrong. I still got NFTs. I got a shit ton of them. None of them are worth anything, but I got a shit ton. Neo Tokyo is still worth something, so that's nice. Vicky, great to see you. Thank you. Risk of Flight. A lot of people in here. Joey! Dragonfly Alchemy, thank you so much. All right, I think I got everybody there. Okay. I am out. I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow night it'll probably be more like 8:30 or 9. And hodl. Yeah, exactly. Becky Roo snuck in late. She missed it. You missed all the talk about crypto, Becky. You could have been a 100xer. We could have 100x'd you. But you missed out on the airdrop. It's such a shame. All right, everybody. Peace out. Have a good night. Bye.